Hey, it's Frank here with 4D Honeybee with kind of a different intro today because I was at the bee yard yesterday and I didn't get around to filming an intro, but it was quite an interesting visit. I was doing one last inspection of my two splits, my Costanza splits, which have been unable to develop a queen in about 40 days. So I was going to give them one more chance, have a quick look in the hives to one, take a whole bunch of honey. One hive was honey bound, so I took a whole bunch of honey from that. Ended up with 28 pounds of honey. You'll see that in the video. And then also to check and see if there was one last sign of any queen. There wasn't a sign of a queen, but as usual, the Costanza hive throws me a curveball that I have to deal with. I hope you enjoy it on 4D Honeybee. Okay, so it's the last chance for this split. Looking to see if just by some miracle on day, I don't know, probably close to day 40 now, this queen has somehow emerged, returned, mated, survived. Last time I looked at it was a week ago. There was absolutely no queen, no sign of any queen, and I was ready to requeen. A bit of advice that I was given was to just give it one more week. So it sounded like I had nothing to lose, so I'm gonna just give it one more try to see if there's any sign of a queen in here. Now, it's a less than ideal day to be out here. It's overcast, there's some storms in the forecast, but it's the only day I can do it. So bees might get ornery, that's okay. We'll just deal with it as we can. Now, I have also ordered 2 queens, and I pick them up tomorrow. That's why I pretty much had to have a look at this hive today, because tomorrow I arrive with a new queen for it if there's no queen here today. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. See another honey full frame. It's not full of honey, it's full of nectar. No sign of any queen being here. Lots of empty cells here, which would look wonderful if they had some eggs in it, but there's nothing going on in here. Trying to look for a queen, but I highly doubt she's going to be in here. Okay. There's a decent amount of bees, more than enough for this nuke to make it if there is a queen in here laying. So hopefully the new queens will bring on some good genetics, and you can have some good activity with the split hive. Got lots of resources, lots of honey, lots of pollen, but absolutely no sign of a laying queen, as you can see here. Nope. This should be the last one that could possibly have some brood on it. Or some eggs. I'd take eggs at this point. There's nothing. Not a thing. Alright, I'll check the last frame. I'm looking at the sides of the boxes as well, just in case I might see a big fat queen there, but it's just not happening. They tried to requeen, it didn't work. They had 4, kind of 3.5 queen cells to choose from, and they hatched. They emerged just when they were supposed to, but nothing happened. So the next video is the requeen video. We bring a new queen in tomorrow and we set it up, and I'll probably bring an actual proper hive in tomorrow as well, just to give them a good head start on making a lot of bees before winter comes. It's the beginning of August. I think it's August 2nd today. So I want this queen to have a good month, 2 months before the frost start hitting. So let's try it, check the other hive, the original Costanza hive, and see how that one is, but it's going to be the same deal, I bet. Okay, so you're looking at the Costanza hive now. Someone asked me why I called it Costanza. And it's because it's been the opposite of everything I ever expected to be. Every time I come, it's a different story. So I might as well tell you what I think is going to be in here. I think we're going to find that there's no queen in here, no laying, and it's getting quite honey bound. When I checked it last time, the second box here was just almost 100% honey. So I'm going to take that honey away. I'm going to have one last desperate look for a queen in here. And I have ordered a new queen to come tomorrow. So if there's no queen here today, that's fine. I re-queen tomorrow. I take some of this honey. I'll probably end up using a few of the honey frames for resources for either this hive or another hive that I'm taking home. And the rest I will spin and add to my 100 and... no, I've got about 50 pounds, 52, 53 pounds of honey so far this year. So now, interesting thing, a bee came right out of this hive, right onto my pants and stung me. And didn't get through the jeans, thankfully. Usually these bees are really calm, but they're really not calm today. I don't have the smoker going, just because I thought this was going to be a pretty easy exercise. But again, it's a windy day, and there's storms on the horizon, but I can't give up on this hive. So I'm going to light the smoker and keep going through this hive. Okay, so I'm back with the smoker lit, and I am going to let them have it a little bit. I really can't take no for an answer from this hive today. So I've got to do my work on this hive today and prepare for a new queen, without a doubt. So here's hoping it works out. Try and be gentle with them and try to not induce the nasty behavior, but I've got to know if there's a queen in this hive. I'm going to try and drive them down from the top because I got to take away this honey super, at least these frames. My smoker is not cooperating right now. I tried to get some of that honeybee gone spray because I know that works miracles with getting bees to move away from the tops. But nobody has it around here, so I have to find a supplier in southern Ontario that has it. I tried to buy it on Amazon and could not. I guess they wouldn't ship it to Canada. So anyway, here we go. Okay, so we're going to look for a queen in here. See, there's a lot of bees, so it's a great hive to keep alive, other than the genetics that might be in there that make it want to tend to swarm. But this is quite a survivor hive. It survived a swarm last year, and then it survived over winter with a family of mice living in the bottom brood box. So I want to try and keep it going as best I can. I got the feeling the bees are just going to bubble right out of this first frame. Try and go nice and easy with them. And I'm looking for the queen, but more than anything, I'm looking for signs that a queen is in here and laying. See, there's a lot of bees. Now these are new. Oh no, they're capped queen cells. Look at that, supersedure cells. These were not here a week ago. They don't look that great, but they're there nonetheless. I'm going to take a closer look at them. Yeah, they're capped queen cells, all right. So there's another little wrinkle, because this hive doesn't give me any wrinkles. That's why this is the Costanza hive. Last week there were no eggs in here. Well, I guess maybe there were, or maybe, I don't know, could they be making a queen cell off of a worker laying egg? I have no idea, but that wasn't there last week, or maybe I just didn't see it. I certainly wasn't expecting to see that. That then causes me to beg the question, do I bring the queens that I've got coming over for this hive? So far I suspect yes, unless I see a better sign than just one supersedure cell. This hive gets a new queen. I'll go in there and destroy that cell and let the new queen hopefully do something productive. I know it's a lot of smoke that I'm using on these guys, but again, it's a less than ideal day out here, and I do not have as much time as I need to be overly delicate with this hive. Another frame with not much on it at all. which hive had that. If I don't see much more sign or evidence of a queen, I will probably destroy those queen cells. I mean, I really should be using those cells in a split, but I don't have the ability to make a split right now. I don't have the extra boxes. And I'm also finding that in year number 3 here, you got to have resources ready for these bees. So there's an emerged queen cell right here. So they're trying to make another queen. So I don't know, maybe they had a queen for a bit, she laid a little bit, and well, they can't make a queen out of a laying worker, right? Because that would be a male, it would be a drone cell, a drone egg. So they definitely have had some kind of a laying activity in here. But no eggs, no brood, and I don't want to take the chance of waiting another month to find out that the hive is queenless, because that takes us into September. And I really don't want to go into September without a queen in this hive. Next one is completely empty. So this frame is a nothing frame as well. Lots of room for the new queen to lay, that's for sure. Next frame is completely empty. So the last frame is likely going to be a honey-filled frame. So yeah, all honey and nectar. No laying queen here. Okay, so I've decided I will destroy those queen cells and let the queen, or let the hive know that it's queenless. And the prospects of it having a queen are 0. And I'm bringing a new queen tomorrow. Again, controversial, yes, probably. I have no doubt I'll get some heat for this decision, but that's exactly what it is. It's my decision based on what's best for the hive. These bees have not been able to make a queen yet. So I have no reason to believe that this attempt will work, and I just can't wait. Being that it's early August, I think their best chance for survival is to put a successfully laying queen in there right now. They've been queenless for, that I know of, they've been queenless for over 40 days now. So that's what we're going to do. Right or wrong, it's a decision that I'll have to live with, and so will the bees. So if you don't want to watch a queen cell get smashed, turn off your computer right now. Take any pleasure in doing that, that's for sure. Alright, so feel free to give me your comments. Tomorrow I show up with 2 new queens, trying to re-queen this hive, and hope that it survives. Thanks for joining me. I'm 4D Honeybee. So someone suggested that I use a turkey brush instead of this bee brush, or sorry, a turkey feather. That's a great idea. I do have a couple of turkey feathers, so I probably will do that. Okay, so I'm leaving 2 full boxes here, or sorry, 2 full frames in this box, because I may use those as resources in other hives. So see if I can get this on without squishing the bees. I've taken 7 frames home that I will spin and make lovely honey out of. The rest stay here and feed either the new hive that starts to build out of the new queen that I put down here, or I may give it to another hive that I know could use some resources. So that's it. You can join me for the spinning process again. The quest for Costanza to survive continues on 4D Honey. So just a little wrap-up video. As you saw, I had to squish a couple of queen cells there, which I didn't want to do, and it shouldn't always be your first choice. It just happened to be what I decided is the best for that hive at that time for it to be able to survive. And I had made my decision that I was not going to try to allow the hive to make its own queen. We're at August 1st at the time that video was made, and I didn't want to spend another couple of weeks, 3 weeks, a month, waiting for the hive to try to develop its own queen, because that takes us to September. And I did requeen last year in September. I requeened that hive actually, and although it made it, it was very tense. So I want to make sure that the hives get going now in early August with new queens. Some new queens are on their way today, and I'll do some videos for that. But again, it was just my call to squish those queen cells, and some people will say it was the wrong decision. That's why the videos are up here, to give you all the information to let you decide what's best for you. Thanks.